What is up everybody, Jed here from The Quality Adventure, and for today's video, we are slightly veering to the running scene. So we are going to review something sexy, it's fast, it's featherweight, it's no other than the Nike Alphafly 3. Let's talk about it. So just a disclaimer, this is not a sponsored review. I actually purchased this shoe using my own money, and I'm just here in this platform to share to you my initial impression of the Nike Alphafly 3, and it's all positive. Let's dive into it. A little history about myself: I actually have some trail and road running under my belt back in my younger days, and I also used to work in a footwear store specializing in Brooks running shoes. So I know a little thing or two, not just with cycling but also with running. Now, speaking of background, for those who don't know, this shoe was actually worn by Kelvin Kiptum, who set the fastest world record marathon last year at Chicago Marathon with a staggering speed of 2 hours and 35 seconds using this shoe. Our goal for today is to actually break it down into two things. We're gonna start from the things I like about this shoe and the things I dislike about this shoe. First and foremost, we're gonna start from the looks. I mean, look at this thing. It's a beautiful piece of engineering. I think Nike always sets the bar high in terms of looks. They always have the best colorways out of all the running shoes in the market, in my opinion. And, you know, I just wish that they actually have more colors in the Alphafly 3. But for me, this is the best color that they have released so far. I just wish that they have a darker color, just in case, you know, you get messy, you wanna keep it fresh all the time, but white is always hard to keep it clean. But yeah, looks awesome. The next thing I like about this shoe is it is fast. It is definitely springy, it is propulsive, it is snappy, with the help of air zoom and carbon plate helping you launch forward, especially when you are a forefoot to midfoot striker, which in my opinion is best used for this shoe because you can definitely optimize the technology that is engineered in this shoe. I feel like every step is charged with energy return, making running faster with ease. It is also effortless. I have yet to put more miles in this bad boy, but my initial impression is that it definitely makes running effortless. Okay, it is fast and I can see myself setting some PRs with this shoe. Next thing I like about this shoe is the comfort. The 8mm Super Stack Nike Zoom X midsole is actually helping you absorb all that shock and keeping your legs fresh for those long distance run. The next thing that adds comfort to this shoe is this Atom Knit upper. I like it. I'm a believer of the Fly Knit. I think it eliminates all the hot spots in the shoe. It's super breathable, perfect for those hot runs. But the integrated Fly Knit tongue and the padded heel cup adds icing on this cake. So you can actually wear this the whole day, but don't wear this to the mall. The next thing I like about this shoe is it is light. Now, I normally wear a size 9, but for Fly Knits, I've always been sizing down to 8.5 because that's more comfortable to me. So I followed the same instinct when I purchased this shoe. When I weigh this shoe at size 8.5, it actually weighs 392 grams, but just by feel is really light. I think one of the biggest factor in the weight saving category of this shoe is the upper with the Atom Knit material. It's super thin, and they also made some cutouts in the bottom of the outsole just to make sure that, you know, they eliminate the unnecessary material, and they strategically placed very thin reinforced rubber on the midfoot to the forefoot area. I think that helps a lot. And in terms of the laces, it has this notch, super thin laces. That is the final piece in terms of making the shoes as light as possible. But the only concern I have in terms of the upper is the durability. Because of this super thin Atom Knit material, I'm not sure how long it will last. I've seen some photos on the internet of other owners of the Alphafly where they are having holes right here on the big toe area. So it's very important that you consider the sizing. Make sure that your big toe lands on this reinforced part of the upper part of the shoe, just to avoid getting a hole on this part of the shoe. Other than that, for me, I think this shoe is very light. It's hard to find a balance between lightweight and comfort, and I think Nike did a really good job in this shoe. The last thing I really like about this shoe is, for me, I feel like it's really stable with the wide midfoot area, and I think they added a wider carbon plate right on this section of the shoe, so it does help out with stability in the midfoot section, where it's giving you lateral and medial stability, which is important, especially on those uneven surfaces. Those are the things I really like about the shoe. In terms of dislikes, the only thing that's sticking out to me is the price for this shoe. I think $300 is a little bit expensive in terms of running shoes, but I could understand the amount of time and design and everything they dedicated to make this shoe the best version in terms of the Alphafly. I would say it's still worth it to pay for that. I did hear that the first Alphafly was really a good one, and then they kind of lost their magic on the Alphafly 2. But I'm glad to say that the Alphafly 3, the magic is back. I don't have any comparison from 1, 2, and 3. So being a first-time user of the Alphafly 3, I think this shoe is very well-rounded in terms of a running shoe that can be used on the short distances, on long distances, on fast workouts. But yeah, that is all that I dislike about this shoe. Like I said, for me, this is a perfect shoe all in all. So let's just do a recap. In terms of look, I think this shoe is the best looking shoe in the market. It is fast, it's snappy, it's springy, it's poppy, and that carbon fly plate that they have, I think it's a 10 out of 10 in terms of comfort. The Air Zoom and the Zoom X foam is a perfect balance, giving you that racing feel and comfort for long runs and short runs as well. So again, that is a 10 out of 10. Now, in terms of the price, for me, this is a very expensive shoe. So if you can afford it, I would say buy it. But in terms of price, for me, I think this is a 5 out of 10. Durability, I don't know, since I only put a few miles on this shoe, so I guess time will tell. So for durability, I would give it maybe an 8 out of 10. In conclusion, I think Nike hit the home run in this shoe. I think it's a very well-rounded shoe. It's comfortable, it's fast, it's light. All the features that you're looking for in a racing shoe, it's all in this shoe. Now, I love this shoe so much. I actually purchased one for my wife, and I got a second color and Volt color. I mean, look at this thing. Woo! You can wear this at night and they can still see you at night. But the color combination with the neon or Volt color and the blue, I think that's a well designed or well matched color in terms of the contrast. But yeah, love this shoe so much. Purchase another one. And I also have another trainer, which is the Invincible 3. That is my daily trainer in terms of recovery and daily runs. That will be my primary shoe. But for racing days and fast workouts, this is the shoe of choice. So if you're in the market for a fast carbon-plated running shoes that is lightweight and comfortable, I think it's worth it to take a look at the Nike Alphafly 3. If you got lucky and you got a Blue Note colorway, that's good. They sell out pretty quickly, so cop them if you can. Again, very expensive, but definitely worth it. That is it for today's video. I hope you're able to pick up something about the Nike Alphafly 3, and if you're looking into considering one, definitely give it a try, put it on your feet, and have a good feel for the shoe. But for me, I think this is worth it, worth the investment in terms of running shoes. That is it for today. If you're tuning all the way to the end, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope to see you next time, and take care. God bless.